Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Farah from iHeartCrafts.ca and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful Valentine's Day photo backdrop. A DIY photo backdrop is such an easy way to really elevate those photos for special occasions, and it's so easily customizable. So maybe you are celebrating Halloween or New Year's Eve or even a birthday party. The possibilities really are endless. All you need is some cardstock and a cutting machine and you are good to go. Or you can even cut everything by hand if you prefer. The supplies that are required for this specific backdrop are mentioned in the caption below, but before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you can be notified anytime there is a new video from me. And without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so let's begin in Cricut Design Space. I have created this project. It's called Valentine's Day Photo Backdrop and I've shared it so it is available for you to use. I've included the link in the caption below so you can just copy and paste that in and use this project as is. But if you would like to create this project yourself, I will guide you through some of the steps. It's very easy to do. So if you scroll down over here, you'll see all the shapes that I've used. So I've literally just used a couple of shapes that are available in the left hand side in the navigation bar in Cricut Design Space. So I've used a heart, a square, and a little rectangle, and the shape or the gift box that I've used, the number is written right over here. So it is hashtag M505A4951. So let's go into the project and let me show you how I made this. So I've included the number over here for the gift box as well in case you'd like to access it. And as you can see, the image is really simple. I have selected the colors that I wanted to cut this project in so that I kind of have a visual of what it would look like. The colors obviously are not exact. I've used colors that are closest to my final project. So the gift box over here, the only change that I made, let's scroll down a little bit and start from scratch. So let's look for the gift box. Let's start the project there. I'm going to go into images and I'm going to put in my image number. So it's M505A4951. There it is. I'm just going to click on it and I'm going to add it to canvas. So if you notice in the layers panel on the right hand side, the gift box, the pink layer, which is at the very back, that is one piece. So when you cut this, it is going to cut on one piece of cardstock. And I wanted to make this gift box pretty large. So the final project or the final box is about 14.4 inches by 17.5 inches, which is pretty long. And the piece of cardstock that I had was 12 by 12, and so was my mat. So the only thing I did is, so I could achieve this size, is I sliced the lid away from the square portion. And I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to scroll down over here. So as you can see, this is 11.91 by 11.5. This will fit on a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. But if you want to make this any bigger and you want to use a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, I would suggest that you resize it to whatever you want. Let's assume this is what we want. I am going to ungroup all the layers. And then I'm going to get rid of all the different things. So this is the image that I want to slice. So I'm just going to take a rectangle shape. I'm going to align it to where I want it to be. I'm going to highlight both, and then right over here I'm just going to click slice. When I do that, it's going to separate this. Obviously I should have done a better job of aligning this properly, but basically it'll separate, and then you can change this image to whatever size you want, something that is going to fit the size of your cardstock. So it's very simple to do. I'm just going to delete all of this. So that's literally the only edit that I made to this image. And I just added in some hearts and I added in a little bit of pink over here. And then here I've got a bunch of hearts in different sizes. You can print more hearts or less hearts. It's entirely up to you. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to put it in the comment section below and I will be happy to answer. And once you have everything ready to go, all obviously you're going to do is you're going to hit make it, which is right over here. And you are going to send your project to cut. I am doing it on a mat. We're obviously not going to cut this, but here we have our box. We have our hearts, and we have all the other different elements. So let's start cutting.
Once the cut is complete and you want to remove your cardstock from the mat, flip it over and pull the mat away from the cardstock. This will prevent warping. You can also use other tools to remove the cardstock gently from the mat.
Alright guys, so I have all the different parts cut out. All the cutting on my cutting machine is done. Now I'm going to be gluing all the parts together. Let's start off with the box. So this is the lid of the box. These are all the pieces that go with the lid. So I'm going to put this off to the side. We're going to start off with the main box. Also, if you notice, this little part over here is cut off. I had used an image in Design Space that was originally welded like this. And when I sliced the image, I lost the corner. In this situation, I'm planning on putting the lid like this, so it's not really going to be visible, so I didn't bother building this back. But if it annoys you, you can totally build it back. It's an easy fix. Before I glue all the different pieces together, I'm first going to place everything. Once I'm happy with the placement, I will then begin the gluing process. Once you are happy with the placement, you can begin the gluing process with an adhesive of your choice. For today's project, I'm going to be using a combination of double-sided tape, some painter's tape, and my glue gun. Alrighty, now that the gift box is done, let's do the hearts. We're just going to be layering these in 3s and 2s, just like this. And some of them I'm just going to leave as is, like this. So this process is really simple. I am just going to bring over my painter's tape and I'm going to break a small piece. I am going to roll it up like this so that it's sticky on both sides. And then I'm just going to press it down so that it adheres to the heart underneath. I'm going to put some painter's tape on this one as well and do the exact same thing. There you go. How easy was that? And it looks so good. Now I'm just going to repeat the process for as many hearts as I want. Okay, so this is the wall that I'm going to be using for my backdrop. So I've got all of my images cut out, glued, and ready to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these, flip them over, and attach some painter's tape on the back. And the reason I'm going to be using painter's tape is so that it's easy on the walls, it's easy to put on, and it's easy to remove, and it's not going to ruin my walls. And all I'm going to do is take a piece of painter's tape, fold it over so that it's sticky on both sides, and then I'm going to cover it in the back. Okay, so the painter's tape is on and it's ready to go, so let's start sticking everything onto the wall. And there you go, your backdrop is ready. Alright, that is it from me for today. I really hope you guys had fun and learned something new. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. I'll see you next time. Bye!